Hello and welcome back to the Delta Analysis video. Today's Delta Wailord, which is an ice and flying type, which is not a great typing, offensively or defensively. Offensively, ice is decent, but still like flying and ice and good offensive types, but together they don't really hit steel. And that's like the main problem. But defensively, it's absolutely garbage. Your 4 times weak stealth rock, so basically forced to run heavy duty boots on a lot of sets. You don't really resist anything. Besides, do you actually you immune to ground, resist grass and bug, and ice? That might be it, and a lot of weaknesses. So yeah, it's not a great typing defensively, but it's okay offensively. Its stats are not bad, to be honest. Not bad stats. 170 HP is very high, and even though its defense are only 45, it kinda makes up for it. 90 attack and 90 special attack is a lot higher than I expected it to be honest. It's not terrible, it's definitely very usable, but it's not gonna break any walls anytime soon. And 60 speed is very mediocre, it's not anything special. It outspeeds a lot of the slower walls, but underspeeds basically everything else. So yeah, its abilities are kinda where its best point. Wonder Skin reduces status moves by 50% accuracy. I think it's either half their accuracy or makes it flat 50%. I didn't really check. It's not relevant because it's not the best ability. Refrigerate makes every normal type move ice type with a 20% boost in damage, and on top of that stab, because it is an ice type, and that just means it can actually hit a lot harder than it actually does. It hits a lot harder than you would expect it to on paper without knowing the ability. But yeah, it hits kind of hard with refrigerate. If you're going to be offensive, you're going to be refrigerate. If you're going to be support, you're probably going to be snow warning. Because snow warning is also a very good ability. It sets heal, so you can spam accurate blizzards, and you'll see more later. But you can basically you can support the team quite well. If you have like a heal sweeper like Arctizolt or a Load and Sand Slash, you can definitely take advantage of that. Some relevant moves get Rock Polish to boost its speed stat, which base 60 speed. This is what I didn't actually check this. 60 speed. If you're teammate or trolley, +2 speed. What speed for you? Look at Sam, Mega. You outspeed Mega Sam. You outspeed Mega Sam quite easily, to be honest. What scarf do you outspeed? New scarf. Choice scarf. You don't outspeed base 100 scarves, but you outspeed probably like base 90 scarves or something like that. Yeah, it outspeeds quite a bit, but not everything, obviously. Tailwind, same idea, but it supports your team a little bit more. Roar or Whirlwind to get to phase things out if they're setting up. Auroraville, as I previously mentioned, it does get Snow Warning, so Auroraville is a very good move if you're running Snow Warning, because it automatically sets both Light Screen and Reflect. Well, it doesn't actually count as well, you can set them both separately, but yeah, it's basically the effect of screens, although it also gets regular screens. If you're not gonna run Snow Warning, you could still run screens, although if you really value screens, you're probably gonna run Auroraville with Snow Warning. Yeah. Defog gets rid of hazards. Roost recovers some HP. Thunder Wave cripples things, be annoying. U-turn for momentum is always useful. So yeah, that's basically relevant moves. The first set is boring set, support set, although it's one of the probably its best set, to be fair. Heavy duty mood support. Snow Warning is generally what you're running unless you really want Wonder Skin. I don't really see the point because Auroraville is broken. So you're basically running Snow Warning Auroraville with Blizzard for guaranteed, it always hits in hail. Roost for recovery, Defog for removal. You could run U-turn. Like U-turn is very good if you're gonna support a heal sweeper, because then you can switch in, U-turn out because you're probably very slow, to be honest, and you're not gonna outspeed much. So U-turn on something faster after taking a hit, and then you get into your heal sweep for free. That's very good. So yeah, that's definitely potential. Freeze dry if you want to, not if you don't want blizzard, you can run freeze dry instead. Still a good move, just a lot less powerful, but it does its water type super effectively. Makes you a lot less wallable, although it's still pretty wallable. Thunder wave, crippling status. Whirlwind, phase out Whirlwind, generally speaking, is better than Roar because it's not stopped by soundproof. So yeah, Tailwind is also an option if you want to support your team. You can like Tailwind U-turn, although you'll probably be faster after the Tailwind with the U-turn. But it's definitely an option, to be honest. It's an option. Um, Next is the more offensive sets, physical sets. Rock Polish with Refrigerate, Body Slam, Well Charge, Heavy Slam. How heavy is this thing? It's probably very heavy, right? I didn't actually check. This thing is like really heavy. Like really, it's not as heavy as like Heavy Slam won't be doing consistently good damage, but it can do good damage. And it's like better than most. Maybe like Acrobatics is a better fourth move, but like Body Slam and Wild Charge give you bolt beam coverage basically, which is very nice. So yeah, that generally speaking hits a lot of things at least neutrally. A very good combination of types offensively. So yeah, you can take advantage of that. You could also like actually like maybe the scariest set is probably like physical, with maybe good run special to this, but physical is more reliable. Like Rock Polish weakness policy, with Body Slam heavy, Body Slam Wild Charge and Acrobatics. Because then you're popping the weakness policy to activate double damage on Acrobatics. So that becomes a nuke at +2 as well. So like that's actually terrifying. That's actually terrifying. I just came up with that. It's actually terrifying. Aqua Tail could be good coverage for fire types, although generally I wouldn't. You could run it for fire types if you're worried. Acrobatics, as I said, could be useful if you can pop your item, or you genuinely run no item. Although I wouldn't really do that unless you're really confident that it's gonna be the right play. Gonna outrage if you're really feeling like it. Although generally speaking, there is no point. Like what dragon resists? It doesn't resist. Wait, what dragon isn't weak to ice but is weak to dragon? Kurm, Kingdra, Palkia. What else? Dracovish. Is that it? I'm not sure. That might be it. So yeah, it's not a lot. So generally speaking, why are you running outrage? Roost for recovery, use for pivoting if you want to, or you can run like a support move like Tailwind or Thunder Wave or something like Defog. You can run whatever you want really. But generally speaking, I think the weakness policy set is the best physically offensive set. Bleh. So, yeah. And the special set basically the same idea, except you're special with special moves. Rock Polish still, it's good for sweeping. You don't have to run Rock Polish. You can run like a more defensive set with special coverage, like a more bulky offensive set without the Rock Polish. But Rock Polish is like there for the sweeping potential. Hyper Voice, best special moves you can run consistently. Best special ice stab, I mean. Current Hurricane, you could run technically. The special set is more able to run. What's the move? What's the ability? Snow Warning, because you can then run Blizzard, and Hurricane is not actually that accurate, and Hail only in Sun, so you can still run Hurricane, although it's still gonna miss equally often. So yeah, doesn't really like this thing is actually not terrible in rain, because then in rain you can run Hurricane, Thunder, Weather Ball, because it's gonna be stronger than Surf, although you can still run Surf. So yeah, this thing's actually viable in rain, even though it can set Hail. But the Refrigerator is still kinda cool. This thing has a lot of options, to be fair, but yeah, generally this is just it can do a lot of cool things with this thing, although they're more niche, most of them. As I emphasized before, the more accurate Hurricane. Thunder is again for bolt beam coverage if you really want to. You're probably gonna miss a lot of times, but you could also hit and then it's gonna be good. U-turn for pivoting, roost for recovery, support move, tailwind, turn away, whatever you want to run. If you're gonna run Snow Warning, you could run Auroraville as well. That could be a thing. So yeah, there's a lot of potential in Delta Wailord, but yeah, I think this thing definitely could be good, but it's a little bit on the like. I think it's like a potential, but how likely is it to actually work? I'm not entirely sure. Um, like it's good, but is it that good? I'm not sure. Like as a hill setter with Auroraville and U-turn, I do think it's a very nice hill setter. It's not as good as Hello Ninetales, obviously. It's probably gonna be better than Abomasnow. It's probably gonna be better than Delta Trevenant. But is it gonna be much better than those? I'm not sure. Like offensively it has potential, but I think it's best as like a more defensive one. Like its typing kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I do think it can be good. I do think it can do some things. Um, yeah, and Wailord is always fun to use, to be honest. So yeah, that's Delta Wailord. Next up, I have actually no idea what the hell is next. If I had to guess, it's in Milotic. Is Milotic next? No, right? Okay, Milotic is next. I'm stupid. Okay, next is Milotic, which is very good. So yeah. Also, was like end of the video. I know I was late. Like yesterday, I was kind of busy. Like client shit not working, but now it works, and replays work. Yay. Okay. See y'all next time. Goodbye.